This is Michael from ePapery. Today I'm here with the ePapery 2022 31 Junktober item challenge. I believe that Erin did a video the other day explaining what this challenge was all about. So I'll just run over a couple of things. You need to subscribe to our YouTube channel, ePapery. Subscribe to our email newsletter. There's a link in the YouTube and Etsy shop and Facebook. No spam, we promise. We only use this list for giveaways and contests. Complete the challenge by completing all 31 prompts in the month of October. You can cross off multiple prompts in a single project, so you don't actually have to do 31 projects. Post pictures of your projects with your prompts to our Instagram at Designed by ePapery, our Facebook page, or email us at designedbyepapery@gmail.com with the hashtag ePapery Junktober 22 and hashtag ePapery Show and Tell. Now, at the end of the month, we will draw some winners, actually in early November. The first prize will receive a selection of goodies from the shop, valued at least $31, probably more because we love you. Second prize will receive one of our awesome Stash Builder paper packs. This is a selection of papers from Erin's large collection of books. Those are now listed on the shop. Also, if you wish to purchase one. Third prize wins a free digital collection of your choice, meaning both the paper kit and the ephemera pack. So I'm just going to take a glance here at what some of the prompts are, and I'm going to choose at least one here to do something with today. So let me see. Oh, here's one that I do a lot. Use an earring or parts of an earring, or repurpose a jewelry pin or brooch. I think you've seen some of my haul videos where I show that I have gone to one of the thrift shops and picked up some jewelry. And the reason I do that is because I then take that jewelry apart and use it to make embellishments for my journals. So, for example, I believe, I don't know if you can see that or not, that is an earring, and I just took the back off the earring. Now, my husband has a Dremel tool, so he can kind of, grind down the part of the earring that was still on there. However, I also have a file, a metal file that I can use if I need to file it down a little bit more so that it's not sticking up. So there's one. Let's see if we can find an actual earring where I haven't taken it apart yet. Here's one. Okay, so kind of hard to show. There, see if you can see it. There's an earring. Oh, actually, that one's missing a part. Guess we don't want to use that one, or is it? Nope, it's all there. I just am looking wrong. Okay, so this was a post earring. Okay, so I think I will try and use that one today. And then I will take apart bracelets, necklaces, anything like that. And I will save the pieces from that. Actually, I think I have in this jar, I have a bracelet or something that I haven't finished taking apart yet. But these are all pearls that I can use. So yeah, I mean, this could go on a dangle for a journal. Can you see it? Okay. So I believe, I think this was from a necklace or something. I'm not sure. Okay. And if you've ever purchased any of the items from the shop, like the tuck spots, this is what I use on them. So that gives you an idea of what I do with it. Now, if you don't, have jewelry, you can always go get some at one of the thrift shops. They're very inexpensive, and sometimes you find some pretty neat stuff there. Okay, so I took a few things out of here that I think I will attempt to do something with. Let's see, I might do something else here too. I think I will make a, I also have charms in here that I have purchased from elsewhere, but okay, I'm going to take this one out too. That was an earring, if I can get it to, okay, so there you see that. Now that I've already removed the back from, so I don't know, I might use some of these. This is just I believe this was an earring too, and I just took it apart. So, all right, so enough jabbing. Let's see if we can make something from some of this. One of the things that I want to try that I have not actually done previously is to make a journaling card with a tab and put my earring on the side of the tab for a dangle. So that's what I'm going to try and do. Now, I am still trying is the operative word here, to, now I can't find my scissors, to work on the journal, the garden collage journal, but I seem to be not doing too well with it. Too many projects. Well, I can't find my scissors, so I guess we're going to do this. Hopefully. Okay, I just want to take the sides off of a couple of the sides here. I have taken a piece of, what it is a piece of a file folder. Okay. And cut that down to, I believe it is 3 by 3 7/8. Well, you could just make it 3 by 4. That would have been easy, Michael, but no, we don't want to do things easy. So that's what I've done. I'm going to use this as a tag or journal card to go in a pocket. So I want to cover this with this paper, which is, I believe, from the Garden Collage. Erin, don't get angry at me if it's not, because I sometimes can't keep track of them. Sorry, I hope I'm not bumping you, but probably am. And my glue book is way over on the other side of the room, so I'm just going to do this on my mat, which is going to make my mat messy, but what can you say? Okay. And now, if I can find where I have it, I'm going to stick that file folder on there. Okay. And Michael, you're going to need your scissors. Duh. Hang on. Goodness gracious. No idea what I did with them. They're probably on this table somewhere, but okay. Now I'm sure I am shaking. Okay, so I'm going to cut around this. See if I did that halfway decently. Well, actually, I didn't do a very good job. So I'm going to cut off this a little bit more. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, so there we go. I've got that. Now I have one of the pictures from the garden collage kit, and I'm going to cut out this little girl. I think she's so cute. I think I've used her a lot of times on different things, so I probably should have used a different one, but I don't know. Okay, so I am just, this is going to be a very simple journal card because I don't want to keep you here all day with this stuff. So, so that's the journal card I'm going to use. And again, I left my ink over here. I have no idea what I'm going to do. My husband and I have decided that we are going to try going back down south for the winter again. We have found a place where we can permanently park the trailer and then just drive down in the winter instead of hauling the trailer because it's difficult for him to do that anymore. So we're going to try that this winter, which means all this stuff for my crafting has to go back in the trailer. And I am not sure how much is going to fit in there. So that will be interesting. We're going to be leaving, I think, my granddaughter, Erin's daughter, has a musical on the, I think it's the 10th, 11th, and 12th or 13th of November. So we are going to stay long enough to see that, and then we are going to be headed south. Now, I am going to continue to do things for ePapery. I'm just going to be doing them from Arizona. So anyway, so that is what I'm going to do there. Now, I'm just going to, let's put this over here, glue this. Can you see what I'm doing? On this card. Now I'm going to scoot it a little bit over this direction so that I have some room to put my tab on there that I want. Now, whether or not this is going to be straight is another issue. Okay, so there's my very simple card. I may add something else to that a little later, but right now what I'm basically doing is just showing you how you can use an earring or a brooch or something. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to take a little piece of file folder and I am going to, I don't want that same color, I don't think. What colors are in here? Some yellowish and green. So, sorry. Oh my goodness, Michael. Okay, so I've got some other papers here from that same kit. I'll just kind of find something here I can steal. Hopefully. Okay. This really is a pretty kit. I think, though, what I might want to do is just take this stamp area up here and make my, hopefully make my tab out of that. So I'm just going to cut a small piece off of here with that. And it's not going to be very straight, but it doesn't really matter at this point, because all I'm doing is going to glue some of that file folder to it and make a tab. So it's actually been a little while since I've done a whole lot of crafting, because my youngest daughter, Allison, as you may have heard, fell and broke her knee cap. So I have been there trying to take care of her. And she can be very stubborn. And all she wants right now is to go back to work. She is a hospice CNA, and all of her patients she's concerned about. So she definitely wants to go back to work. So now I thought, this desk is a mess. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to cut this out then, out of the file folder. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect, because all I'm going to do is make a tab out of it. So I'm going to fold this in half and hope this works, because this is still wet glue, and put it in my tab maker. If I can get it in there. I am one of those unfortunate people who does not have a whale tail. So, oh, that's too... Boy, things just aren't going that well today. Okay. Take that thing off of there. Okay, so now, hopefully I can get this in there. I should have just left it on a... There we go. I think I may have got my head in the way, I think. Okay, so if you use this tab and you just leave a little bit at the top where it's not going to cut, then you'll get that two-sided tab. Ooh. Okay. Wow. I actually did it. And then the part is getting the rest of it out of here. Okay, so now I have this little tab. So I'm going to put that tab right here on the side. Well, first, I think I'll ink it up a little bit. On both sides here. Okay, now somewhere here I had a piece of backing paper. I don't know what I did with that either. My goodness, Michael. Okay. And while I'm up, I will grab my wipes so I can wipe off my mat here. Okay. All right. I'm going to try and make, at this rate, this is going to be a longer video than I wanted it to be. Okay, so I want to take this piece of coffee stained paper and glue that to the back. Okay. And of course I got all kinds of glue on my table when I did that. Sorry, I know I am. Okay. Okay. I'm going to cut around that now. I should have just made this card beforehand and showed you how to put the tab on, but some days I'm just not that smart. Okay, so there, I now have the card backed. And what I'm going to do is take my tab. Which way do I want it? Do I want it this way or this way? I think I want it this way. Okay, put some glue. What the heck? Okay, put some glue on my tab. Now, I don't know whether I'll sew around this or not. I'm certainly not going to do that in this video because it's, you know, going to take way too long. So I'm just going to stick this as I'm just eyeballing it. That's my life. Let's eyeball it. Okay. Okay. So in essence, I have a journal card. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is take my pokey tool, if I can find that. And I'm trying to decide where I want to do this. And what I'm basically going to do is just punch a hole where I can hang this earring. Now, I think it would hang better if I punched it more toward the bottom. Well, yeah, who knows. So what I'm going to do is just take and punch a little hole right there in my tab. And then what I'm going to do is just take my earring, put it in there, and put the back on it. Now this one's a longer back, which actually I might want to find a, and you know, there it is. But I might want to find a back that isn't quite so long. And then what I would do is take my wire cutters and cut it off. So, and then if there's anything still sticking up there, you can just file it off. I think I will see if I can find, I don't know if this one will find a back that's not quite so. But anyway, there you go. So I have now used an earring for a journal card. Okay. So we'll put that aside, and I'll maybe show you a couple of other things that you could possibly do with earrings or brooches or whatever. You can make a spine dangle if you'd like to. Again, I do it with, you can do it with yarn, you can do it with thread. I've got some chain here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, which was an earring, like I said, and I'm going to take, again, if I can find it, I have a bunch of jewelry findings in here. Okay. And I'm going to find a jump ring. Now, if you don't know what a jump ring is, I'll try and show you here if I can find one that I can utilize. This one's kind of tiny, but it'd be nice if I could find one that's bigger than that to be able to show you. But it appears that I don't have one. Okay, this is one, but it's not exceptionally. So if you can see that, that is a jump ring. Now the way you open a jump ring is you take your pliers, your jewelry pliers, this is flat, and you grab it on one side. The jump ring has a separation, a place where you can see where the ring was made and separated. Now some rings are easy enough that you can just take your finger and bend backwards on it, and you can get where that, well, Michael, get it right. Okay, where is it? Okay. You can just take your fingernail and push, and it'll back it for you. But I just discovered that this is a double one, not a single one, so that we don't want. Okay, so now I have a single one. And you can kind of see where the ring was put together. So you just grab one side of the ring, and this I'm sure is, yeah, I just pushed my nail on it and it opened it up. And now I'm going to take it and stick it through, oh boy, I'm having a hard time seeing anything here, through one of the holes on the chain. And then you can take another pair of pliers and wiggle a little bit as you know, back and forth until you've closed that jump ring. Now what I do with, there's all kinds of different hardware that you can use to, you know, fasten your dangles to your spine. I'm just going to use, for purposes of just doing it faster, I'm going to use a bulb pin. Okay, so then now I have this, I want to put this one on the end. So what I need, again, is another jump ring. Good luck. Okay. Okay. So I have another jump ring. And I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to open it up, take it and put it through the loop on this old earring, and then put it through the chain that way, and then do the same thing again, you know, kind of wiggle it until you get it closed. So now you have this on the bottom of your chain that you could pin to a spine. Now you can add all kinds of things to this. You can add more chain, you can take beads and add beads to it. You can take additional things, like here's a pearl. I could add a pearl there, just take a jump ring and stick it on there. So that's how I would use the earrings, etc., to make a dangle for my journal. Okay, so I'm not going to complete it because that would just take too long, and I think you get the gist of it. So, all right, now let's take a look at something else. All right, we got this cute little heart here with a little rose on it. And I thought, well, you know, you can maybe make a cluster with that. So I have some fabric here, and I'm going to make a small cluster. So I'm just going to okay, so I've got that little piece there. And I thought I had, yep, I do have some lace here. I don't know exactly what I want to do. I could do that, or I could do something fancier and do this, where I could just put it on the bottom like that. Or I could do the same thing and, you know, do it like that. I think I'm just gonna glue it to the back so it has a little bit of lace on the bottom. I think that's all I'm gonna do, just to save time. Okay. So I'm going to take my Fabri-Tac again, if I can find it. That's not Fabri-Tac. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can't believe the mess I have on this desk. Oops, sorry. Whoa. Sorry about that. Okay. Here's my Fabri-Tac. I'm just going to take a little bit of Fabri-Tac, put it down here on the lace, put it up on the top of the lace, put a little in the middle, and glue that to the back of that fabric. Now, as some of you may know, I do a lot of slow stitching or embroidery on clusters. I like to do that. But this is another way you can do that. So now I've got the lace on the bottom of it. Now I'm going to take another piece of fabric. This is just it's got kind of a pinkish red design. I'm just going to take that and rip some of that off. And let me see. I'm another one of those people, I like the frayed edges. If I don't use frayed, then I use the pinking shears, but I like frayed a lot. So in order to get that to fray better, I'm going to cut that a little bit. Okay. All right. Well, it's not doing such a good job either, is it? Okay. Now, I am going to, as you can see, I sometimes have a hard time figuring out how to do this, but I'm just going to take that and cut it and tear it if I can. Holy. Oh. Okay, so now I got some fraying going on there. There. Now if I could just get this one to fray. There we go. And this one. Okay. Now you can either, you know, put it on top of there like this and try and put that on there, which, I don't know, I don't think I like that as well. So I think what I might do is kind of do it like that. Like I said, usually I stitch on these, so that's gonna, probably should have made that a little bit longer, but oh well. That, and then I want another piece of something. I am not sure what. maybe another, I kind of like that. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. So I'm going to cut this like that. And so we're going to use a little glue here and glue these pieces together. You can also sew them. You can sew it on your sewing machine if you want. Again, I'm not sewing on a sewing machine today because just for time. And then I'm going to take this. This is a piece of like vintage lace. So here we go again with my love-hate relationship with this glue. I think everybody has that relationship with this glue. Or is it just me? Okay, and I am going to stick that on somehow. I'm not sure. Okay, I'm just going to do it that way. Okay. And then you can take and just add your thing. I usually, you can put these on with various different types of glue, E6000, any kind of jewelry glue. Since I'm gluing this to fabric, I'm using Fabri-Tac. And so I'm just going to stick this on there like that. And there, I have a little cluster. That's sticky right now from glue. There you go. And that piece was from an earring that I got at St. Vinny's. So there's a little cluster you can put on a pocket or on a envelope or a folio or a tag, whatever you would like to do. You can use these in a lot of different ways. These pieces, if you've got a ruffle, you can make a ruffle and then have the earring hang down from the center of the ruffle. Let's see if I wrote down anything else. On a tuck spot, if you wanted to make a tuck spot, and then you could just take a piece of the brooch or earring or something and glue it to that and glue that on your page and leave, one side unglued, and you could tuck a tag or a card in that. So those are some of my ideas for using pieces of jewelry, earrings or brooches. Also, if you've got a brooch with a pin on the back of it, you can use that to just, if you've got a fabric cover, you can just pin it to the spine or pin it to the front as part of your decoration of the front of your journal. Let's see. Also, if you've got small pieces of jewelry, if you make a fabric flower, which, basically, if I were to make one, I would just stitch here, a gathering stitch, and it would come out rounded. And then I would just take a piece of jewelry, whatever it might be, and stick it in the center as a centerpiece for a flower. So those are all ideas for you to utilize when you're working on your journals. I hope that this helped you, gave you some ideas for checking off your earring and jewelry pin or brooch off of your 31 Junktober item challenge. I hope that you will join us in this challenge, and we will see you later. Thanks, guys. Bye.